What's good, family? Back with another video. Appreciate the love on my past two videos. Seems like those two are going pretty well, and let's continue the trend. I'm here to talk about the Brooklyn Nets, guys. So it looks like Steve Nash has even commented on their woes. If you haven't been paying attention, they are 3-4 now, and I think they've lost. Yeah, they lost 4 of their last 5 games. Terrible for this type of team. Terrible. I understand they lost Spencer Dinwiddie. That's gonna definitely mess things up, but they have not played well. And you know what? In this game, you kind of they allowed Westbrook to do his thing. Really, they allowed Beal to go off. They allowed this guy named Thomas Bryant to play well. It was just not the best defensive game, and they even had over 20 turnovers. They're a team that actually averages around 15 a game. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the early season because everyone else is averaging high turnovers as well, but they average about 15 a game. However, they are, I think, 4th or 5th in scoring. Their offense is great, and that's why they ended up losing 122 to 123. Those are great offensive numbers, but to lose by that much is really not the best. You're gonna have to really put up every single night. And if you saw how they ended up losing, Durant and Kyrie Irving both had shots to win the game. Both ended up missing the shots, and that's just how it goes with basketball. You got to take your chances, and your best shots are honestly not going to be jump shots most of the time. Even when Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, you're probably going to need someone that's a big guy in the paint, right? Their big guy is DeAndre Jordan for this year. Looks like Jarrett Allen, if you're not familiar with him, fantastic player. He's one of the up-and-coming players. He's starting to make a name for himself. This year, he's currently averaging 9.6, 10.7, and I guess 1 assist with his PER around 22.8. You asked me, those are some really good numbers. He was a 2017 first round pick. He was a 22nd overall pick. He came from University of Texas, Austin. So the guy's he's been a top player his whole life. Basically, he's been killing it. He's a very top level competitor. DeAndre Jordan, however, I'm not hating, but I think we all know DeAndre Jordan's peak has definitely gone a long time ago. And I would even make the argument that he's actually at a downtrend. His numbers don't even make the argument for him to be starting over Jarrett Allen. However, that's a different argument for Steve Nash to make. But I believe their offensive rebounding is their main issue. Kevin Durant talked about in the game that turnovers was their main thing. Like I said, it wasn't really uncharacteristic. The second possession shots that the opponents are getting against them are actually, historically, it's kind of a little bit of an outlier. They're allowing more shots for opponents than anybody else in the league currently, which on top of the fact that they don't get the most offensive rebounds. They don't get the most rebounds, letting go a lot of offensive rebounds. You got to wonder about this team, because this is not just a team that's supposed to be in 5th, 6th place, 4th place. This is supposed to be a team that's competing overall as the top or second team in the league. You got the Bucks right now in the East. You got Miami in the East. You got the Pacers in the East. There's a lot of teams in the East that are pretty deep teams. They're not just the offensive team. So that is really honestly my main scare when it comes to this. And they also lost Spencer Dinwiddie. If you ask me, that's the 3rd overall best player. That's never a good thing. That is just. The Nets are very interesting, guys. I really do not want it to be like something that blows up in their face. It's the whole issue. Once again, with Kyrie Irving, I'm not saying it's correlated, but this is not good. This is just not good. Durant scored 28, but had 6 turnovers. That is not characteristic. But those are the things that I'm saying. Like, I'm not really worried about. I wouldn't even be worried about as a coach, because it's just a one game. But the other things are very, very blatant, and he doesn't seem like he wants to change it. He wants to put DeAndre Jordan in. He's talking about he doesn't want to start no drama by benching Jarrett Allen. And I don't know, if you're trying to win the games, it seems like Jarrett Allen will probably give you the most. And in this game, actually, specifically, he played 22 minutes, gave off 5 points and 4 rebounds off the bench, which actually was not his best game of the season. Jordan had 8 points and 5 rebounds, and it was a little bit slower start. And I think he's actually getting more plays in too. So it's just one of those things where, I don't know, man. Steve Nash, I love you as a player. Right now as a coach, it's not looking the best. And I really hope he doesn't lose this, lose a pretty sweet gig just because it's something this minor. They definitely need a big man. That's their only true weakness right now, is a big man. They need that defense. And the Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are not the best defensive players either. So, you know, you do need a big man. And yeah, I guess I'll just leave it up to you guys. Just leave a comment and subscribe. And I mean, who do you guys think would be a better position? Who would be a better starting player? Would it be DeAndre Jordan or Jarrett Allen? Please leave a like and a comment. Peace.